Hello, growers. If you enjoy podcasts like this one, tune into my podcast In Search of Soil on YouTube for a deep dive into the mysteries beneath our feet. Join me as I explore topics such as mycorrhizal fungi, mushrooms, compost, biochar, and more. It's a soil nerd's dream. We're going deep. We're talking to scientists about all things soil related. Whether you're a seasoned farmer or a gardener just starting out, our podcast has something for everyone. Listen in and grow with us. Check out In Search of Soil on YouTube. Somebody comes to you with $30K and an acre, wants to start a farm. How much of that $30K are you going to tell them to save in year one and not spend? Because I think a lot of people are going to want to try and spend it all.
Expenses to do this are not expensive. Which is something that I love about it, right? We don't have a building. We'll never need a building. We buy scissors every year. We buy more bags and buckets and stuff. Our only real expenses are the growing expenses and then salaries to run the pigs. Boy, and even then, me and Dad did all of that ourselves for the first several years that we did pick your own. We didn't even have any employees to run the pigs. Boy, I would just grow the stuff as cheaply as you can, buy a 30-pack of scissors and some baskets and a tent if you don't have a good tree, and go from there. Save as much of it as you can because you'll need it for the growing.
So in this model, it's pretty basic. There's obviously no wash pack, no refrigeration. You need something to prepare the beds, which you can probably rent or borrow. You need cell trays, propagation mix, seeds, amendments, irrigation. You're using plastic. Are you direct seeding anything, or is it all hand transplant?
Done.
Okay,
yeah.
so
Direct seed squash.
Something to direct seed.
Transplanter.
Okay, transplanter. You pick day of stuff, like you said, the baskets, the scissors, the tent, some sort of POS system.
That's deep. Yeah.
So we're talking right there, that's like under 10 things. You don't need a lot of the fancy things that people think you need. It's basic hand tools for bed prep and all that type of stuff. Somebody can probably start this. If you take out the land, my guess is even if you bought a brand new seeder, which is probably the biggest cost outside of maybe like the irrigation and stuff, you're probably less than $2,500 for all that stuff.
Scale. And Dad and I have scaled this thing to the two of us because we never wanted to hire help for growing. So that's where the better and the transplanter, obviously the tractor, all those things have replaced employees for us. It's just all about obviously weeding with the biomulch cuts down, make that manageable for one person to maintain 10,000 feet a row. I think that if you were doing it, I actually just heard from someone today who wants to do it in a no-dig setting where they've got 50, 30-inch wide no-dig beds and they have access to a house worth of mulch and stuff. I'm like, go for it. Of course you can do that. I don't see any reason why not. Everybody's context is going to be different, but I don't see any reason why you can do it with much less stuff than we have, but it would be either on a smaller scale or you'd need some more help.
Year one, really simplified. My thoughts are: one, start building a customer base / email list. Practice growing. That's it.
Yeah. And get your social medias and start telling your story. Like, so you get emails, start your social media and show them everything you're doing. There's this great farm. It's in California as well. They didn't even have stuff in the ground and they were just rolling in followers because they were just showing every part of they got in front of the camera and told people what they were going to do and showed them every part of the process. And they're just collecting people left and right, just like that. Brilliant.
Yeah, I mean, that's the nice thing about telling your story is it starts when you start. You don't have to arrive at pure.
Don't wait.
Yeah.
Yes.
You're not 10 years in before, let's start telling it when everything's beautiful. Let's tell the story as we go to build that thing.
Yeah. And that's a muscle you build, right? I know I don't have to tell you this because you do so much video, but that's a muscle that you build with reps. Like the more that you do it, the easier it gets. And I would agonize over and reshoot. Oh, I got to do another take. I got to do another take. I don't do second takes of anything anymore. Like I said it. I was authentic. People can understand what I said. We're moving on because you can't let it suck up your day because it will. You can easily lose hours just editing a video.
For sure.
That doesn't meaningfully get any better.
Yeah, I would totally echo that. At some point, you just got to go with what you have, be confident in it. It's your real you. Don't overthink it. Don't worry about how you look on camera. Don't worry about how you sound on video or anything. You get over all that stuff and just start telling because people don't care at the end of the day. They're into the story. They're into the content. They're not micromanaging.
They're scrolling.
Yeah, that's it, right? Today's episode is brought to you by Modern Grower, a proud retailer of the Sumi Soaker system. The Sumi Soaker system is an irrigation game changer. It offers multiple advantages for market gardeners. Even gentle watering without dry spots common with wobblers. The system is lightweight and portable, so you can use it with quick rotation crops. It's low maintenance with no parts to break or clog. It's versatile. You can use it for direct seeding, transplants, and cover crops. And it's very cost effective compared to overhead options. And maybe one of its best and most unique features is it can put down water in a rectangular pattern, which is very different than rotating sprinklers that leave circular patterns, often with dry corners and overwatered centers. If you want to learn more about the Sumi Soaker system, use the link below or visit us at shop.moderngrower.co.